Hey guys, and welcome back to another chapter of From Ashes to a New Beginning, written by Stacey Holt. Artwork was by Pastelkittygoreart. Adrien and Cat Noir will be voiced by Diz. I'll be voicing Marinette, Ladybug, and the narrator. Tikki will be voiced by Etsuko. TitaniumKitten will be voicing Plag and Luka. Brad will be voicing Tom. Piano M will be voicing Sabine. Angel Weeb will be voicing Kagami. Catherine will be voicing Natalie. And Ezekiel will be voicing Gabriel and Hawkmoth. If you haven't already, you should check out all the links below to show your support. Also, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe? Anywho, Chapter 40. Awkward Meetings. Would you mind getting me some clothes out and bringing them to me, please? She said in a shy tone. His mind went blank as his face lit up red. This was bad. She meant all of her clothes, didn't she? He gave her a dresser to put her things into, but he never snooped. That was not what a gentleman did. Could he really do that?
Here, move.
Tikki rolled her eyes with a smile as she floated by with a little pile of clothes in her hands. Adrien saw Tikki patiently waiting at the door, and he knocked on the door. She saw it open. He saw Marinette take the bundle of clothes, and then the door quickly shut. Thank you, Adrien. I know that was probably embarrassing. I'm really sorry. Marinette apologized. Adrien looked at Tikki confused.
Yeah, no problem.
Adrien said.
I'll be downstairs getting breakfast when you're ready.
All right, I'll be down in a little. Adrien walked away from the bedroom, Tikki and Plag following him.
What was that about? Could she not see you? What happened?
Adrien asked.
She had her eyes closed and only reached her hands out to grab them. Calm down, silly.
Tikki laughed.
Sorry. I guess I'm just scared that this is all just a dream and she isn't really regaining her memories back.
Adrien said with a sigh of relief.
I'm sure everything is fine. You worry too much.
Plag said, floating by.
All right. Out of sight, you two. I need to eat breakfast.
Adrien rolled his eyes with a smile as he opened his jacket for them to fly into. Adrien headed downstairs and sat down at the table, awaiting for Marinette to join him, though he didn't expect his father, Natalie, Sabine, and Tom to join them as well. They usually ate breakfast on their own, especially his father.
Good morning, son,
Gabriel said, sitting down at the table.
Good morning, Father. How are you?
He smiled. Gabriel didn't respond, and instead read the news on his tablet while he sipped his morning coffee. The aggressed personal chef came and took everyone's orders and then headed off toward the kitchen. Not long after, they heard footsteps coming down the stairs, and Marinette sat down beside Adrien. Gabriel looked up slightly to see Marinette sitting with a smile on her face as she talked quietly to Adrien. He narrowed his eyebrows and sat down his cup of coffee.
You're awfully cheerful this morning. Is something important going on, Marinette?
Gabriel said, raising an eyebrow at her. Well, I have some friends coming over that I don't get to see a lot, is all. Marinette smiled awkwardly, hoping that was a good enough answer.
So you're feeling all right then?
He questioned. Yes, I think so. Why do you ask? She asked. Gabriel didn't answer and continued to pick his cup of coffee up and take another sip.
Well, that's great news, dear. I'm glad you're feeling better, especially after that little breakup.
Sabine smiled. Yeah. Marinette said, not sure if she was referring to Luka or Cat Noir. All of the information that Adrien had given to her was now beginning to blur together.
Honey, the transaction was accepted yesterday. We'll be leaving tomorrow. Would you and Adrien like to have a movie night together and maybe play some Ultimate Mecha Strike 3 with your old man?
Tom winked.
I know we haven't really played much together, but you know I'm pretty good. I was Marinette's partner and came over to practice that one time for the tournament.
Adrien laughed. Sure, Dad. That sounds perfect. Marinette smiled.
Oh, you think you're good enough to beat me, though?
Tom laughed. As the cheerful table talk continued, the chef brought out everyone's breakfast. Gabriel and Natalie proceeded to leave and hide inside of their workroom as usual. Adrien frowned as his father disappeared.
I'll make dinner tonight. How does spaghetti with garlic bread sound?
Sabine smiled.
Oh, that sounds lovely, dear.
Tom smiled, kissing her cheek.
That sounds great. Thank you a lot. Though, since it is your last night, don't you want to relax and spend time with Marinette instead of cooking?
Adrien asked.
I love cooking, and I will spend time with all of you. While you are all having fun playing video games, I'll make dinner.
Sabine smiled.
Then once it's ready, we will all come and sit down at the dinner table.
That sounds amazing, Mom. Thank you, Marinette said. Natalie came and stood beside the table and broke their conversation. They all looked over at her, knowing she had something to inform them.
There are people here to see you both,
Natalie said, then walked away. Adrien and Marinette stood up and took their leave from the breakfast table, agreeing to meet her parents that night for games and dinner. Marinette opened the front door and saw a tall, slender boy with blue hair. He seemed so familiar, but still, she couldn't recognize him. Though as she looked closer at him, he looked worried. Marinette saw two girls on either side of him and analyzed them. One girl had short hair that curled around her face with freckles and brown eyes. She seemed to be holding some sort of guilt or worry as well. The other girl was also the same, at least with the worried expression. Looks, however, completely opposite. The other girl had piercings and short red hair with blue eyes. They were all three worried and had some sort of guilt. But why? Was it because of her?
Hi guys.
Marinette smiled, opening the door.
Hey Marinette, is Adrien here?
Kagami asked.
Oh, yeah. Adrien.
She called. Adrien stepped around the corner and put his hand on Marinette's shoulder, and with his other hand, he opened the door the rest of the way.
Come on, everyone. Let's go up to my room and play some video games and hang out.
Adrien smiled. Everyone looked at each other confused, but didn't question. They all went up to Adrien's room and found themselves sitting on his bed. Each one of them took a corner of the bed to sit on, facing each other except Luka. Luka leaned against the wall, crossing his arms as he listened to them talk.
Marinette, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry for kidnapping you and getting you involved with Hawkmoth. I also want to apologize for lying. Luka and I were never dating. We were scheming to get you two to break up so Luka could be back together with you, and Adrien back with me.
Kagami confessed. Kagami looked down shamefully, but saw a hand on her hand, and looked up. She saw Marinette smiling at her, and looked at her confused.
It's okay, Kagami. Really.
Marinette smiled.
Are you sure? I did such awful things. Are you sure you still want to be my friend?
Kagami asked.
Of course I do. People make mistakes all the time. We just need to learn from them,
Marinette said, seeing Kagami smile at her words.
Thank you, Marinette.
Kagami said.
So, was there a reason you guys wanted to hang out?
Marinette smiled.
Well, I wanted to come and apologize, in person. I didn't feel it would be honorable if I apologized over a text or called. Though, I must be going now. I have my second job to get to.
Kagami said.
Second job?
Adrien asked, confused.
Yes, I have 2 jobs. I've been through a lot recently.
Kagami stood up from the bed and walked toward the bedroom door.
Thank you for allowing me to come over and apologize. Thank you for your forgiveness as well. I'll see you all soon.
Kagami said.
Wait! I'll walk you out!
Adrien said, getting up and running toward Kagami. Marinette watched as Adrien walked out with Kagami. Why did it hurt to see that? She knew how she felt about him, and knew they were together. But Did something really bad happen with Kagami to make her feel so jealous and hurt?
Alix, can I talk to Marinette privately for a second?
Luka asked. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, you can go check out some of my other videos like Thunderstorms, which is Season 1, Downpour, which is Season 2 of Thunderstorms, The Butterfly That Brought Us Together, and so on. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!